Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds. Yesterday's video was a little different. If you haven't watched it, definitely go check it out, because things are different. Things are very different. First and foremost, on this screen in particular, you might notice that my level says 17, which is not entirely accurate. What that means is I've reached level 60, and the levels that you're seeing there is just how many times I've gotten 100,000 XP since then. Also, my health is maxed out at 800. A couple of other things are different here. One, I'm on normal difficulty, which I believe is what I played the game on originally in the main game. It did make things very easy. It's a considerable difference from ultra hard, but I did have to start over. That's one of the reasons why, as of today, the last video went up on the day I'm recording this. I usually don't do that. I usually record a couple days in advance. Because I've been getting caught back up, not only in the Frozen Wilds, but also in everything else. In the sense of, I've done all of the cauldrons and bandit camps and stuff like that. I caught back up to exactly where we were in the Frozen Wilds DLC, and then I went back and I did everything in the main game. The only slight difference in terms of the Frozen Wilds is I bought the maps for the collectibles, because when you're on normal, things are about a sixth the price, so I went ahead and bought some stuff. And I collected some of the Blue Gleam and a couple other things, but that's it. That's all I've done. Now, in yesterday's video, there wasn't a lot of context as far as which missions that I was doing when I so politely threw my controller onto my desk and walked away. But in terms of what we're going to be doing today, that will cover everything. It was this side mission and then this mission up here that I tried to do and couldn't get past, and I just basically gave up and started over. So you didn't see all of those missions in the previous video because I just edited around it to show you how ridiculous this DLC is on ultra hard difficulty. It's just fucking impossible. I could not do it. I just gave up. I restarted. It was worth the trouble to restart just to be able to enjoy the game and not resent it for everything it's worth. That being said, these missions will take a little bit longer. They're not just straight up fights or anything like that. Also, there might be a slight difference in dialogue, because in the original playthrough of the Frozen Wilds, I started it on ultra hard at the very end of the game, and I knew who some characters were that I didn't when I caught back up. Now I do, because I've already gone ahead and cleared out the main game and gotten up to the final mission, basically right where we were. I just haven't actually done it this time. So I do know those characters. So the dialogue might be slightly different, because whenever we first got to the cut in the DLC in the first place, we asked about Silence. But when I redid it on normal after I restarted, I didn't know who Silence was when I redid it, so I haven't asked those questions yet. That's really all you need to know, I think.
Inatut. As we are bound by laws, you are bound by wire. Yet your crime was the act of killing. So we must drive you out. Away from the Werek. From protection. From our songs.
My chieftain. Kopalai. Am I not your favorite fighter? Do you not recognize me from this tooth you knocked out?
How many times have I pulled you from danger by your neck? Made excuses for your behavior? You are my favorite! But the shaman is decided. While you wait for exile, think on what brought you here.
A test of strength! Who among us would refuse a challenge from an outlander? Not I! But I did not kill him!
Hush, hush. You can tell your story to the ice.
You took Artok's mantle.
It's mine now.
I would have liked to see that fight.
They said that you killed someone.
Perhaps I did. If even my chieftain accepts it, it must be so.
That's not the way it works for me. Want to tell me your story?
I did fight with the Karja hunter to settle a challenge. That much is true. He was strong and damn quick. We traded punches. Good punches. Hard punches. And the next thing I remember... gray morning light, and the Karja beside me, with his head broken open. But the blow was not by my hand.
Isn't your Werak supposed to support you? At least give you the benefit of the doubt?
When our Werak had cause to quarrel, I was a solution. To fight for its honor and win, they'd call on me. Or, when they needed someone to lose, for appearances, I could do that too. Now when Outlander is murdered without honor, all eyes are on me. I have become my Werak's shame.
They don't want an incident with the Karja, so you take the fall.
But it's what I do best.
So everyone knows you started the fight with this man?
Of course! For honor, I'll fight anyone. If I wasn't bound, I'd fight to prove myself right now!
I don't think that would help you.
This is what I am. Each runner in the Werak has a gift. I brawl. None can take a punch, a fall better than I can. Until this time, I was too drunk. We were grappling. He clapped my ears. I took one last swing as I went down, but not a killing blow. It can't have been.
And for your punishment, they'll exile you from the Werak?
From warmth. March me up the slopes of the Cloud Shear, leave me stripped and exposed.
That's awful.
If I survive, the land has absolved me. That's the law. It must be accepted.
It's still awful.
I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
I'll be honest. You haven't got a good defense, Inatut.
I've heard that one before.
Where did the fight happen?
A clearing, just outside the Karja Outlanders camp. You should talk to them. They wouldn't hear me out. They say no one else could have been there, other than me and the dead man. The shaman consulted the signs in the snow, and agreed.
I'll see what I can find out. And I'll be back.
I'll be here. What else am I gonna do? Until the Horn gives a call from my exile.
Okay, so, mark that so that it's active. No, I'm gonna go on foot, because, like I said, the missions are gonna be significantly easier. I will say this, though, the Frost Claws are still a pain in the ass. The DLC is definitely not to knock Guerrilla Games in terms of how they make their stuff. This game is amazing, and I highly recommend both the main game and the DLC if you haven't played it. I don't think they took into account the difficulty of the DLC whenever they included ultra hard difficulty. Because when I did the main game on ultra hard, I literally walked through it. I didn't have to do any side missions. I didn't have to level up. I mean, I was already max level at that point anyway, but like I didn't have to do anything special. I had trouble with like a few things, and one of those was like the final boss at the very end of the game. And it wasn't that bad. But the DLC was just like, it was like herding cats. It was just a futile attempt to fight anything. Especially the damn demonic Thunderjaw and the frickin' Frost Calls. And I haven't even seen a Fire Call yet. And God knows what that's gonna be like. Or what that would have been like.
Huntress, what business do you have with us?
I was asked to look into the murder of a Karja hunter. What happened?
It's plain as day. A drunk Banuk thug picked a fight with Ruas, struck him down from behind and stole his headdress.
The accused man says that he didn't do it.
You're not going to get anything useful out of the Banuk, whether they talk to you or don't. They gather up like cloaks in a chill wind every time a hunter dies out here. Won't even hand Ruas's killer over for a proper trial.
A proper trial?
To fill his mouth with salt, and hold him up for the sun to consider over days. If it is clement, it may only take his sight, or his wits.
So other Karja hunters have died in these lands before.
3, maybe 4 in the last few seasons. That's no surprise. This place punishes even the prepared, and many young nobles don't prepare. But usually the snow covers everything, and the bodies are never found. No thanks to the Banuk.
Do you think they're involved?
No. If it's not about their tribe, they don't want to get involved.
In these outlands, even the sun cannot thaw all it touches.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like you trust the Banuk much.
They're not without their reasons to keep apart from us. 10 years of reasons.
Always the war. The war is over. We made amends, but no. The land never forgets.
Snow and ice keep memory, they say.
It takes time for scars to heal.
You think I don't know that? I still bear the lashes for refusing one of the Mad King's sun priests. I was your age then.
Times of shadow. Times of shadow.
Okay.
Where did you find Ruas's body?
There's no hunt, girl. Nothing to pick up.
Humor me. I'm a good tracker.
Down the rise to the west, there's a clearing. But a grazer herd couldn't have trampled it better. And if that barbarian gives up Ruas's headdress before they cast him out, let me know. It's valuable.
Now that the settlement has returned to Meridian, is the war well and truly over?
Alright, so like I said, I did do this mission and the one we're going to do next. We should be able to finish them well within the 2-hour mark. So I might be able to do something else after that as well.
Snow's been disturbed a lot. Like the hunters thought. Oh, here's something.
I am paying attention to this
Leaves and
to
bark
try and
left
pick
off
up
here.
differences as far as
Someone pulled out the branch.
mention of Silence, though I don't think this mission had anything to
From
do
climbing
with
it.
Silence in the first
They came
place.
through the trees.
So it might not even be mentioned in this one. The next one definitely did. Now we have to do this and follow the trail. Along this way, here. But these are the only 2 things I attempted to do that there technically hasn't been a video on. I have not gotten any further than this
You'd have
at
a
all.
good view of the Karja camp and the clearing.
Yeah, I guess. Highlight track. But yeah, this mission and the next one that I'm gonna do are the only 2 that I even attempted before I decided to restart. So I don't know a super huge amount about what's going on yet because I didn't actually finish either of these missions. And like I said, it shouldn't take long to get through these this time.
Well, this is ominous. A dead end? Can't be. Someone covered this over. What are they trying to hide?
Before I go any further, let's get my bow out. Also, one more difference is that I did buy upgraded versions of all of my weapons. I haven't bought the one that I want from the DLC yet because I still can't get it because I don't have a Fireclaw heart. But the ones that I have now have 4 modification slots instead of 3, which does make things a little bit better, but not much.
Someone's here!
Not Banuk. Then she won't be missed.
Here, the girl! Ah! Ah!
Okay, you're dead. Alright.
Gonna get you.
Oh, that hurt a lot. Not as much as that, though. Alright. You.
You've been killing Karja. And for what? Revenge for the war?
Who gets to declare that one tribe no longer hates another? I'll tell you, not the ones who fought, not the ones whose songs are silenced, like my kin.
For what you did, another Banuk has been sentenced to certain death. What about his song?
That's why you followed us. For that punch-drunk idiot Inatut. Fate is sharp today. They've already let him out to face his exile. Let's see who the cold claims first.
Alright. So now I have to find
Intet.
stuff.
But I should find some more evidence first. Trophies.
This thing over here.
Newer than the rest. Must have belonged to Ruas. So it was a Karja soldiers. Not that it's any excuse.
Okay.
Did they keep any clothes from their victims?
That.
This Karja gear's not warm. But if Inatut's naked on a snow... Okay, time to get moving.
Alright. So we're getting close to where I was with the frost claws. The first bit of the calm rage quit is coming up. But I didn't show too much of it. There are, I don't know if they're scrappers or ravagers or what. There's a shitload of other machines there at the beginning of the fight that I'll have to take out first. Alright. Going up that way. So I don't know if I did everything exactly like I did in my first playthrough of the first couple missions of the DLC. Like, I might have missed a few collectibles or something like that. But that's not all that important. I can always go back and get those. To my knowledge, there's never
Good meat.
any collectibles that you can't go back and get. They're all obtainable after you finish stuff, at least in the main game. I don't know about this. I do have the strategy guide for the main game that I've been using to get the collectibles. As you can see here, I've got all of them for the main game except for these three, which you get during the final mission that I'll have to replay, and then all of the ones that are just randomly placed throughout the world I still need to get. The reason I'm doing that is because I never actually 100%ed this game, and I kind of want to. And I'm close, but not entirely there just yet. And then you have Frozen Wilds, which I'm only at 30%. So yeah. We will see what happens with the Frozen Wilds. I do plan on getting the collectibles probably off camera, and I still need a couple. That's not the right button. Keep hitting the wrong stuff. I do need a couple of like hunting things, like for carry capacity for the new stuff. I need goat skins. That's why I've been killing the goats, and fish bones and stuff like that to upgrade the capacity on some of these to get those full and done. But other than that, I won't be doing any missions off camera. At least, I swear to God, I ate a peanut butter sandwich 3 hours ago, and now it decides to come back up as soon as I sit down to record. Anyway, what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my breakfast. Now I'm choking on spit. Alright, I just can't talk today. Anyway, I won't be doing any missions off camera. If I finish the main story of the DLC, then I won't bother to go back and do the other ones, because I'll leave something for you guys to experience on your own. And like there are errands and stuff like that that I won't bother to record. But I will probably go back through this and get as many of the collectibles as I can, and hunt the animals that I need and stuff like that. And there are a few trophies that I still haven't gotten any new trophies as of yet. But like there's a trophy for killing 10 Frostfalls, and I know where Frostfalls are now because the game tells me. So like I might go back and kill a couple more of those to get that trophy. I still haven't encountered a fire call yet, and scorchers are fairly rare from what I can tell.
If you want to lose them
We're actually
forever.
gonna have to fight one of those.
I'm not getting up that frozen waterfall.
Should be interesting.
Maybe along the sides.
Alright, this way. Down. Across. Is that more Glint Hawks? What is that music? Is that just the game, or is that like in the game? Come on, die, you piece of bird shit. There you go. Where'd the other one go? Where are you? Just chilling there? Waiting? Alright. And you also notice that the enemies now have health bars. That is because I'm on an easier difficulty. The health bars are not present on ultra hard difficulty. Not that they need to be, because it's impossible to kill anything anyway. At least in the DLC. Those goddamn hours of fighting. Literally, like, my typical recording time, some of you know I've mentioned this before, is about 2 hours. Sometimes I go over, sometimes I go less, depending on how far I want to go or just how I'm feeling in that day, in the moment. The Rage Quit episode, the previous episode that I put out, was literally 2 hours of recording. 2 full hours. The first hour spent on this mission, the second hour spent on the next. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
The Nora girl? Is it really you, or has the bone shell got through my skull?
I found the real killers. No one else has to die because of this. Take these.
A dead Karsh's close. Haven't I been beaten down enough? But I won't argue. I swear, thought I saw my ancestors. They said, we're surprised you ended up here.
Better hurry. Machines.
Scrappers. These guys aren't going to be any trouble whatsoever. Alright, that guy just knocked me 12 feet in the air. See, it still doesn't do a lot, but it's definitely more manageable. If I can hit them in their chest bubble thing, I'll be able to do a considerable amount more with each hit. So once you destroy their components, their defense goes down. More ammo. run away. Okay. Another one. Alright, it's almost dead. Okay, see, now I can just hit it and do 400 damage with each blow. Alright, one more. Hopefully this is the end of the mission and nothing else shows up after I kill this thing. Oh, the fact this guy's fighting them with a spear, and I couldn't get it done before. But I don't know if he actually does any damage. And it's like I was saying, I don't know if I actually put any of this in the previous video, but I was saying in the full raw recording that if I could just kill one of them, I could tie the other one down. I don't even need to tie this one down now. I can just murder it. It doesn't murder me first. Come on, just need to make arrows. Can't get my head around the controls today. Stop that. No, 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 no. Run away. I feel like whenever they designed this thing, they kind of like combined a grizzly bear with a pro wrestler. Some of the moves it does. Come on. Okay. Seriously, you're still alive? Fucking die, thank you. Jesus. Oh, nice. 10 frost claws. There you go. There's your tutorial guide. You just have to rage quit a few times before you can actually get that trophy. Take whatever you've got. My inventory is completely full. Also, you can see that I have an obscene amount of metal shards now, where on Ultra Hard I was just out of everything. Constantly.
Now that was a fight.
Your trial's over.
You did nothing.
It was other Banuk who killed that man. Killed him because he was Karja.
You know why I took the first swing at him? He challenged the honor of the Banuk. The honor. That's what I thought.
Come on. Let's get you back.
Once I'm off the mountain, I'll find my own way. I need to think. Is that something I'm used to? Who knows what could happen?
I'll see you at town then. You'd better make it. All right?
I give my pledge.
Okay.
Can't take that.
Survives. But I want to prove to his chieftain that he wasn't guilty in the first place.
So I have to go talk to someone about him now. Okay. Nothing here I can take, really. So, moving on. Going back here. Yeah, like I mentioned, that a lot of things are just a lot cheaper on the easier difficulty as well. The bow that I was saving up for, that was like $6 grand, is now only like 1,000. And it's like, okay. The only thing that's stopping me from getting it right away is the Fireclaw heart that I need. It's like, okay. I understand why Ultra Hard is called Ultra Hard. It's not that it's just more difficult, it's just that the people are gouging. Every last detail of the game is just like, you know what, fuck you. Alright, so that was a side mission. quote unquote. I mean, they're all technically side missions, but that one didn't have anything to do with the main story of the DLC, to my knowledge. I'm not 100% sure. There might actually be a trophy associated with this quest now that I think about it, because the I don't know if I've shown it off yet. The way that the trophies work in the DLC, there's two sets. There's a set for feats, which are things that are associated with the new skills, like repairing machines, which I've already gotten, killing so many of the new machines like we just got. And then there's ones for quests that are all secret trophies that I haven't actually read yet.
Initut told you the truth. This is the headdress stolen from the murdered man. You'll find more in a ravine north and west of here, along with the bodies of the killers.
The exile still served its purpose. He was guilty of our suspicion. Fate has fallen like snow, and should Initut return, he will be absolved.
You can't be serious.
He speaks for the Warwick, my Nora friend.
You look ridiculous. If you would return to my Wirrak, you will behave as a Banuk does.
How does a Banuk behave, my chieftain? Like I did? Accepting a sentence for a crime he did not commit. Or those others who killed in cold blood for crimes that their charge of victims did not. I think what I wear will not make me more or less of a Banuk.
For his own sake, it would be wise for him to think less, Nora friend.
I'll talk to him, but not for you.
Okay, so now I have to talk to him again. Dude, you're very close to falling off of this hill.
I defied my chieftain's will, spurned my Warwick,
How are you feeling?
as if I've been pounded in the guts. I could just keep walking, but when my anger has thawed, it will leave me with nothing. Where else would I go?
Alright, so I'm going to stick with the heart answers as if I was just continuing my playthrough on YouTube like I always did.
You can decide for yourself what it means to be a Banuk. It might not be what the chieftain and the shaman tell you. Whether you stay with this Warwick or find another...
I'm better with decisions like, do I start with the left or the right?
There's more to you than your fists, Initut. That's why I believed you.
It was my chieftain who taught me honesty. Said, a Banuk should not be treacherous when the ice is treacherous enough. I'll sit with my bruises for a time, then talk with her again. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept this gift? A little scrawny weighed against the great boon you gave me, but...
I'm honored. Thank you, Initut.
Okay, what was it? I got blue gleam for that.